Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the S-Team podcast. We're actually back. I'm Jack Millington and joining me this week, not as usual, not as ever, it's Mikey Fist's own arse Keating. Do you remember that, Mike?
What's that?
Do you remember that?
What?
Do you remember what you said when you played FIFA 15?
Oh, don't.
You fisted your
I
own
was drunk,
arse.
alright.
You were far from drunk. In fact, the word that I'd like to use is sober. Very sober would be the right word.
No, it was we were getting raped that much.
And you decided we were getting destroyed on FIFA 15, and the next thing you know is, and I quote this, you know, like when it's like you're having your arse fisted. No, Mike, no, I don't do these things.
No, don't.
You're the one who said it. You said you fisted your own arse, and you went, and then you went on to say, what did you went on to say? Oh yeah, you went. You know, like when you get that sensation in your arse. The only sensation I have in my backside is when I go to the toilet for a dump. I don't. I've killed Mike, but I've never experienced this sensation. Would you like to tell the ladies and gentlemen what that sensation feels like of being fisted in the arse?
I can't really give that description because I've never been fisted in the arse. But let's get a hold of our foreign correspondent, Matty Morris.
He's currently, not only is he tired, but he's ill. So I said, no, you're not coming, because if you give that virus to me, you're going to know about it. So, yeah, the reason why we've been disappeared for the last month, partly because of my room being done.
Partly because...
And people have been ill as well, so that's caused a lot of problems.
And
next week, Cooey. You could not sound more like a woman if you tried to. Hiya! Can I have a lift to the barbers? Cooey! What are you? Yeah, next week, Captain Corporal Pantywants over there is disappearing. Well, do you want to tell them what's going on?
Yeah. I'm moving to
The posh land
of Sydney.
No, you're not.
I fucking wish.
No, he's moving off to the posh world of Bebo, practically. He's going to be moving there, so the podcast is going to be disrupted slightly, but don't worry, I am Jack Millington. I do have cover. Sadly, it's in the form of Matty Morris, but it's cover nonetheless.
I'm not being funny, right? I could probably try and do something.
You could easily come down here, you know, but I'm not expecting you to come down every week because of where you live. I mean, let's be fair, you've struggled since the podcast inception to make it here on time at 12 o'clock. I think you made it 3 times.
Four
Times. 3 of those times being Matty picking you up because he knows how to get it on time. One time, yeah.
Twice, because of Matty.
Oh, twice then. It's
once,
still not
because of me mum.
There you go, once by you don't. How many podcasts have we done now? A lot. But yeah.
But don't forget, sometimes we went into Birkenhead first.
That's
a
no
few
excuse.
No, I'm not saying it's an excuse.
When you go to Birkenhead, that's I understand that. But when I tell you, Mikey, can you get here for 12 o'clock? And you go, yeah, sure, I'll get here for 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2:30 on one day. But
2:30, right?
I think it's 2:15. Let's not
that's
talk.
Matty's fault, right? He had me on the piss the night before.
I'm going to do something that we haven't done for a while, which is the music thing. We haven't done that for a while.
We haven't done anything for a while?
I know. That's why I said a while.
Alright.
It still makes sense, doesn't it?
Fucking narky ass.
Stating facts. If that's what you want to call narky ass. I'm going to play it. You'll know the song. Dead easy. You probably won't guess the year. I'm just going to kick it off. I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's so easy. Everyone knows it. Daddy cool. And due to YouTube, I'm pausing it there just in case of copyright stuff. Yeah. I don't want to risk that. It's been a month. But anyone who doesn't know, that is Boney M with Daddy Cool. Mikey, can you guess the year when that came out? And it's a difficult one. Everyone knows the song, but it's difficult to guess when the year was.
I know it's not a 90s one.
Well, all the songs that we've done so far have either been 90s or noughties or 10s, so I've gone with something completely different, but I'm not going to say what the year is. And that song...
Do you know what?
I swear if you get this, I'm going to be really ticked off.
I'm probably going to say 82.
82?
Yeah.
82. When I guessed this, I got the decade right. I didn't get the year right. I can't remember what I guessed, but it definitely wasn't the right year. You were also wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're going to tell me it's like 73 or something like that.
76.
Oh, you prick. I was thinking of going 77, but I don't know, like a bit too nostalgic. I'll go fucking safe. I'll go 82.
I'll go 82. You don't want to go nostalgic, so I'll go 6 years later than nostalgic, even though 30 years ago is probably nostalgia, mate. We're going to get into some news. We're actually revisiting the past with this story, because one story we spoke about, you remember them, probably won't remember his name, but Zach Anderson, who was jailed earlier this year for having sex with a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, yeah, the guy that got...
he got done for it, even though it wasn't technically his fault.
And even though his mum and herself came out
and said it was not his fault.
Yeah.
But now, it has now been gone over again. It's been, like I said, we said we'd come back to this story, and we have. He has now been removed from Michigan's sex offender registry, which is great.
Yeah.
He's going to get a resentencing, but I don't think he's going to be in prison. He was in prison for 2 months and 15 days, and he was put on probation for 5 years. Now I think he's probably just going to be on probation. I think that might be it. Well. Something like that, yeah.
Well, good on him.
But it's been sorted. He now can relax to a degree. He might get some sort of punishment, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. How's it his fault? Why should he get... You know what, that's the thing with the Youngs. Do you know, right, most American companies, when they take someone to court and stuff, did you know judges can be bought? There's judges that are owned by certain companies.
Anyone can be bought for the right price, Mike.
No.
That's why we got 50 odd million for sterling. But in terms of this, point, yeah. It's America, and justice has been served for the change in America. And well, you know, I don't know what's going to happen to the girl or the woman. I don't think anything can be done to her because she's under the age.
No, but there's got to be something.
If this was Britain, it would be different, but we can't really argue against America.
No, they like to be the world leaders. And, oh, that's wrong, and that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, this instead.
Mikey's
American, that's wrong.
Mikey's American accent briefly tried to surface then, and you could tell because it was crap.
Yeah. No, but do you see where I'm trying to come from? Like the Americans they try to be like they think they are the UN. We're the UN. We can do whatever we fucking want. You know, they'll walk into anything and all this shit. Oh no, but suddenly when they're wrong, oh no, what? That's not us. That's not us. That's not us. That's not us.
They got JME in the background. Nah, that's not me.
Yeah. In all years, Jim Carr, come on, let's get fucking Graham in.
Let's get Graham in. But no, all that needs to be said is well done to Zach.
Played good.
It's been sort of sorted, but at least he's not on the sex offenders list. You know, he can be with his family. He can do stuff now. He can be around people. He'll get resentenced, which I'll again keep up to date with, just in case. See what his sentencing will be. I doubt it'll be anything bad now, to be honest with you.
It will.
Well, it could be, but I doubt it. I very much doubt in Indiana, where the press have been all over this, they'll give him something too harsh because there'll be another uproar.
You said Michigan.
Well, that's where Indiana is. The town.
Oh, I thought you said like the state was Indiana.
The town.
Okay. Okay. Don't rip me bollocks off because I got the wrong...
Do you want me to get Graham in?
Get Matty in, yeah.
Not with his flow now.
Oh,
we're going to move it on. We're going to talk about some technology news.
Oh, God.
Now, do you remember a couple of years ago when the iPad first came out and everyone was like, tablets are the future, you must have a tablet. Do you remember that? Do you remember when everyone was nuts about the iPad? Anyone who had an iPad that you knew was going, well, I can look on my iPad and look, it's so good that I can play Candy Crush and send you their Facebook game app request so that I can piss it off. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wrap that iPad around your face if you do that one more.
I never knew anyone. You know what?
You didn't know anyone with an iPad?
No.
I did.
This is the thing. I know people who were like, oh, it's alright and all this, and a few dickheads that.
Well, in the people I know, everyone who had an iPad, iPad's the best thing. It's the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm like, can't eat an iPad, can you?
You can't exactly put jam on it, can you?
It's sort of like you asked the key question: what would you rather use to live? Bread or an iPad? Well, I can get an app that monitors my vitals. Well, that's good for you, but while I'm sitting here healthy eating my bread, you're dying going, well, you know, my blood clotting's getting worse and
But when you die, I'll just take your iPad, mate.
But Amazon are releasing at the end of this month the new Kindle tablet. And
this is the moment you're probably going to tell me you're getting a new tablet, aren't you?
This tablet, as much as I love it, it is slowly dying, and I am very tempted by getting the new Kindle, because do you want to know how much it's going to cost?
Well,
£50. £50 for a brand new 7-inch tablet. The interface is nicer. They were showing the Kindle up against the iPad Pro, which is the new freaking one that they've done. It's bloody expensive. It's over like £250 or something like that. I think it's more than that. They were they were showing this.
It's over £250, mate.
I could get a whole room for that.
Fucking hell, mate. I could paint the bastard room and build a fucking drawer for that.
But apparently, what they did during the demo was they were showing that, like, they were showing the Samsung tablet up against it, and they were saying that they showed that the video quality was better on a £50 Kindle tablet compared to the £100 Samsung. They were also showing they showed an iPad Air 2 with a broken screen. It said, yeah, so basically they spun the iPad 20 times round in a testing machine, it broke, and the Kindle survived after being spun round 200 times. So
literally just spun it round
in a testing machine. I don't know exactly what they are, but it is a spinner, and I remember that much. And it's got loads of stuff with it, and I've been looking at the tech specs of this, and I'm like, for £50 for a 7-inch tablet, and you know, it's dead easy to set up. It does most of the work yourself. All you have to do is install apps that you want and stuff. So you can, you know, if you're really one of those people who goes, oh, Candy Crush, then you can have it. But
if you like Matty Morris, Tinder.
Yeah. Or you.
No.
But
I don't use that, mate.
The thing is like, it's quite good that they've done this. The problem with the tablet market though is lots and lots and lots of people are not buying tablets anymore, because I think people have started to realise, well, a computer can do more. And I remember when the tablets came out and everyone was like, tablets are the way of the future, you'll soon be able to use tablets to go online. And I'm like,
yeah, but you need an internet connection.
You need an internet connection, just like a computer. And I sat there and I thought, tablets are genius things to use if you're in the house and you don't want to put the computer on. But that's really the only place you can use them. Because if you wanted to go travelling...
Or read a book. Say if you're reading a book...
No, I'd rather have a book. More people would rather read a proper book. You can't, no. But, like... I
just can't find comfort in just sitting there with a book.
See, with a tablet, now you have that sense, yeah, you can read stuff off your tablet, which is great, but there's the key issue here is that people go, well, you know, for long distance journeys, you know, 2 hours, you know, on a train or a bus or something, you can use your on a train, you can use your tablets. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with a laptop? It's easier to type with a laptop. It's better with a laptop. I prefer a laptop.
You've got a new screen as well.
No.
Was that the same one?
Same one.
Fuck off, that can't be the same screen.
It is the same screen. It's just against the orange background, which makes it look better. But, as I was saying, everything in the tablet market is literally designed for those people, really, ideally, like myself, who use it round the house, who don't want to put the computer on, because sometimes it can be a pain in the arse. And that's it. I can't really see how it would give people in a better position. If you wanted to message your friends as a phone's better than a tablet.
Well, I've pretty much got everything in my iPhone.
You know, if you want to, if you want to, give someone a call, use a phone. You want a computer to surf the internet, you can use a computer. If you want to go long distance journey, you can use a laptop, play games, laptop, computer, PlayStation. The tablet is really, for me, I think, designed for people who use it around the house, which is what I use mine for, and that's why I bought it. Obviously.
Or in the office.
But the thing with this, though, is it costs £50. So, you know, if you're in work and you got hooked up to their internet connection, you need to use it, then you can. And I think it's a good idea. I do. But we'll see what happens with that. See if it sells well. No doubt it will. It's Amazon. They'll what's the word I'm looking for? Advertise it bloody massively on Amazon, because like that's what they always do with their products. They always put them as
Go on YouTube.
No.
Buy the new Amazon tablet today, and you can stop the end of the world.
So moving on to the next news story that we got here. Mikey, you're a single man.
Really? Have you got to bring my?
I'm sorry. Do you want me to just, you know, state a fact and then you get offended by it? Is that what, do you want to do that? Do you want to do that?
You've just done that right there.
I've just stated a fact and you've got offended. I'm sorry, mate. You can't be offended by a fact.
You can't if you're me.
But you're a single man.
Unfortunately, yes.
You're a single man. You watch porn?
No.
Don't lie!
No, don't.
You're a single man, you watch porn, I understand that. Well, I'm going to give you a warning.
For fuck's sake, I do not watch porn.
And to anyone by the name of Matty Morris, you're going to really want to keep an eye on this. Porn sites lately have been hit by malware hidden in adverts. So, Matty, when you're on your chat roulette speaking to a woman in Russia, be careful, you might
be a fella in Middlesbrough.
It might be, or someone selling Bernard Matthews turkeys in a council house in Middlesbrough. It could be one of those.
If you want to sell chicken,
advertising apparently for a service called Sex Messenger also contained tools for identifying whether the user was genuine rather than a bot. It appeared on a porn site by the name of X-Hamster. Matty, we need to get him on the blower, see if he knows what he's not. Don't say blower, Jack. One of the world's most visited porn sites, apparently. I've actually never heard of it. However, the firm said porn sites are no more dangerous than mainstream ones. The only self-harm that I think you can do is by doing this whilst watching pornography.
Or in the ladies, obviously. I think
doing this.
I think they can click onto what was on.
Apparently, it installs randoms where onto a victim's machine. It loads a page contained with false accusations of criminal activity and instructions for paying a fine. No wonder Matty's got no money lately.
Yeah, I had the same virus when I tried to download the mod for Need for Speed. I know what it is. It says it's the police and everything, and you've got to do this, that, and the other.
Have you been watching porn, Mike?
No.
It's very suspicious how this has been popping up on porn websites, and then you go, "Oh yeah, I've got exactly the same virus."
No, I had exactly the same sort of thing that happened because I tried to download a mod for Most Wanted on my laptop, and
You're not really backing up your story, mate. You should have just kept quiet. Not to me. I'm not judging you. They are.
No, but mate. No, I'm not being. No, but I'm being deadly serious. Though I was downloading a mod for a car, right? And then my laptop shut off. I was like, what the fuck? So I rebooted it, and it just comes up. Yeah, you've been done for like terrorist activities. It's like, I was downloading a 7 kilobyte fucking file, mate.
It sounds like you've been done for terrorist activity. What have I done wrong? You put a Honda engine in a Mazda. Okay, you can take me. Alright, you can take me to prison, I'm done.
Take me to Honda prison, yes.
Some car news, concept car news. This was from the 16th, it's been 11 days. Obviously, one of the most famous motor shows of the year, Frankfurt in Germany. If you don't know where Germany is, get an atlas. But
if you don't know what an atlas is,
get a brick and repeatedly push it in your own face. But
at very high speed.
With a cannon.
What an atlas?
I'll show you what an atlas is. It's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Never do that again.
I'm so right though, because Advanced Warfare does have atlas. I'm right.
No, I see where you're coming from, but just never do that face and that like impression ever again.
Well, atlas. But yeah, Bugatti and Hyundai have been announcing their Gran Turismo concept cars. If you don't know what Gran Turismo is,
please smash yourself.
Get a book.
No. Just jump out the window. Bugatti
in particular have been attracting the attention because of the. It looks like they're going to form an alliance between themselves and Gran Turismo, which for Gran Turismo, I mean, you know, Bugatti's in a Gran Turismo game. I'd be made up to see that. They were showing off their car, and they haven't really given any details about the Bugatti. They've just shown it off, and it looks bloody brilliant, got to be honest. Cracking car. It says basically the peak downforce figure on that car that they say that they could make if they built it is a maximum of 2,000 kilos. Anyone who knows the metric system will know that 2,000 kilos is 2 tons, you prick.
That's what I'm saying, 2 ton, yeah.
Which is more than what a Formula 1 car generates, and the Michelin tyres have been created specifically just for that Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo car. If you just Google it online, you can find some pictures. I'm telling you, it looks stunning.
Have Michelin actually opened up and said how much these tyres will cost each?
You know how much it's going to cost on your pair tyre? Like £1 billion.
Car, how much is car? £250,000, mate.
Hyundai have also opened up their concept car. They've done a Vision Gran Turismo. We've known for a while that Hyundai were going to do a car for them. They've inspired theirs through motor racing, sort of like a Le Mans type prototype sort of thing they got going on. They've unveiled it through their N's. I think they're calling it the N brand, which is their performance brand. Like, you know, Ford has the ST brand and Vauxhall has the VXR brand. Hyundai have got the N brand, which is what they're just the letter N, sort of stylised. It's quite cool, funky, yeah.
Really? They've had a bunch of guys in a fucking boardroom, and they're like, okay, Ford for ST, Vox, GM, and OPC and VXR. What can we come up with?
If Lamborghini have got freaking mental
SV and
mental
what can we come up with, guys?
Fiat have got a bar.
Yeah. Renault have got Clio, got Renault Sport.
Yeah.
What can we come with?
N.
Giles, yes. A lovely, yeah. Give that guy a fucking promotion. That's it, Giles. You're on £250,000 a week, mate. Well done.
What Hyundai have done is put a hydrogen fuel cell, which is the way of the future, and it's supplemented with the power from an energy recovery system, like on an F1 car, and it can produce 871 horsepowers. And it has an all-wheel drive system in the form of 4 electric motors.
For fuck's sake.
To be fair, if you were to see it, it looks brilliant. But the thing is...
Why can't you have to take the fundamentals off the car, like?
The problem is, Mikey, is that Johnny the polar bear can't have fuel anymore.
Oh my god. That was fucking classic. Well,
Johnny the polar bear.
You know, when you're serious but trying not to laugh because you go like this with your hands.
Johnny the polar bear needs people to use less fuel.
my god.
Tune in next week, folks, to see Mikey die of his own laughter.
Oh my god.
So if you want a job as someone new on the podcast, then go ahead. Just submit your application through Mikey's a laughing hyena at hotmail.co.uk. Are you alright there? No, he's still going. Johnny the polar bear doesn't find you funny.
Oh, Mikey.
Johnny the polar bear is sitting on a little ice cube, and that's the only thing he's got left.
Oh, Mikey the fucking humans, man, it's hilarious.
Johnny the polar bear, if you're out there, give us a call.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you still going? There's nothing I could do, people. I could just talk over him, but it would be like a sort of rap backtrack, wouldn't it?
I'm sorry.
You've not only let me down, you've let the fans down, but most importantly, you've let the S team down.
Johnny the fucking polar bear.
Johnny the polar bear is going to be our new mascot. That's it. It's just going to get a picture of a polar bear sat on an ice cube.
Just put it on the fucking logo.
Just put it on the logo, just Johnny the polar bear just sat there in the corner going, I've got to deal with this shit. You alright now?
No.
You started this all these months ago with that inspirational speech, and then trying to save the animals, and then Johnny the polar bear.
No,
you started this.
Yeah,
but we're gonna talk. We're gonna try and move on. You know, from the power of hydrogen
to Frank the penguin.
No. To read American news.
Oh god.
And it's all American this week. I think so. Well, the first one is actually the Ig Nobel Awards. Now, anyone who knows the Ig Nobels, it's basically the Nobels but taking the piss out of people. Would you like me to go through some of the winners this year?
What categories for them?
There's just lots of stuff for me to talk about.
Is that an award or is that
no? I mean, I'm gonna start. One in Boston goes to a Cornell University graduate student who allowed honeybees to sting him in 25 places, and a group of scientists who concluded it's possible for one man to father 888 children are among the winners of this year's Ig Nobels. Michael Smith estimates he was stung about 200 times during his 2012 bees study. The three most painful places apparently are getting stung in the nose, the upper lip, and your cock. Other winners include
just like that's a sudden silence. Like anyway, it's just...
Other winners that have been honoured are a trio of linguistics who discovered that almost every language in the world uses the word "huh" for clarification in a conversation, as well as researchers who found that huh.
Sorry. That deserves an award.
Ig Nobel. It's for people who've taken a mick. This is the whole point of it, to make you look like a right cock, which is what the bee man's done too. But also, researchers found that corporate CEOs take less professional risk if directly affected by natural disasters as children.
What do you mean?
Well, they take less risks, basically. Like, basically, let's say there's a natural disaster and you've got two options. You either run or stay. Running being the more riskier option, or staying being the safer one. They do exactly the same things because they want to protect themselves, just like a child would. How stupid is that? Everyone knows that CEOs are just bellends.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Nobel laureates hand out prizes, and each winner receives a cash reward. Do you want to know what it is?
£2.50.
A Zimbabwean $10 trillion bill. The equivalent of a couple of US dollars. He's also said there's loads of other things. I'm trying to just look through here. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, this is a good one. Elizabeth, oh god, it's one of those names. Elizabeth Oberzauker and a colleague at the University of Vienna, which is in Australia, Austria, if you didn't know, won the maths prize for figuring out whether it was possible for Moroccan Emperor Moulay Ismail to have sired 888 children, and that's an estimate apparently. This is a good one. Let's see what we've got. That's fine. I've also seen people there's also ones of people taking X-rays, saying that X-rays prolongs life. I don't know why you've wasted your time doing that. Sorry, pal. There's loads of others, but they're the 3 ones I wanted to pick out.
Have you got a sledgehammer I can learn for about 5 minutes? I promise I won't do it now.
No.
Okay.
Now I'm going to move it on to the central hub, the vibrant part of the American news. Florida.
Oh my!
A man is accused of stealing something. A Florida man is accused of stealing more than £4 million worth of something in terms of weight, which is valued at approximately $540,000. Now, you're probably thinking £4 million worth of something in weight. It's not going to be cocaine because the selling value, that's a lot more. So, do you want to have a guess?
Smarties.
Wouldn't it be beautiful? Wouldn't it be beautiful?
I'd be like...
No? Do you want to know what it was?
What?
Citrus fruits. Citrus fruit. Apparently, Bradley Rater of Winter Haven, Florida, you can tell it in America, agreed to 3 contracts to harvest local citrus groves in March 2014. Rater, who is, and this is the best bit, who is not a licensed citrus dealer, harvested orange and grapefruits from the groves, but never paid the grove owners, according to authorities. Rater raked in nearly 50,000 boxes of fruit from 5 different growers. I'm sorry, I just love the fact that you've got to have a license to be a citrus dealer. Have you got an 8th? You got a 10th? I've got oranges, grapefruits, and if you're really lucky, a melon.
Hey, it might be nice next week.
Pineapple.
Look, it's just... Sorry, in America, you've got to have a license to
sell citrus fruit.
What's it coming to? Next week? You've got to have a license
to sell pencils.
To have a shit for breakfast. it's just getting fucking ridiculous. See, this is what I was on about earlier. It's wrong. It's a fucking fruit.
It gets worse in America if we cross up north slightly to New Jersey.
No, yeah, you can walk into a Walmart and buy a gun using just your driver's license. Yeah, you've got to have a license
to sell citrus fruit.
To fruit. What the fuck is wrong with
I might go and look next week and find out why people have to have a citrus license. I'd love to know what that reason is. I'll have a look for that next week. Tune in next week.
Yeah, if we ever go to the States, right, that is something we're going to have to ask. Do you have to have a license? And if they say yes, I'll be like, why?
Right, I'm going to talk about a story about a girl, an 8-year-old girl in New Jersey, and she got a 1-day suspension from a public elementary school for wearing something. Now, do you want to know what she was wearing?
A onesie.
Not a onesie. You wouldn't get a 1-day suspension, would you? You just get sent home and then made to come.
Probably a bikini or something.
No.
Well.
I'll talk about the school dress code. It specifies that shirts and blouses may only be white, dark green or navy. Would you like to know what she was wearing?
Black.
She was suspended for wearing the wrong shade of green. That's right, the wrong shade of green. You've heard 50 Shades of Grey, this is 50 Shades of Green now. Mikey's face.
What? Let me just clarify this. America is fucked.
You know when we send people home for suspension, like wearing the wrong type of shoes, and we think that's a bit extreme. If you get sent home for the wrong shade of green, I'm sorry, But one of your best-selling films this year was a film called 50 Shades of Grey. You're telling me that 50 Shades of Green has all gone to cock. I just think that's really stupid.
Here's a good one.
Do you know what the girl's mother said?
What?
Called the suspension a little ridiculous.
I say a little. Is it? It's hard to overstatement.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Other parents have reported that their children were suspended for wearing the wrong colour shirts as well. I don't get this. In America's screwed. And then you look at Britain and you go, it's bad. And then you look at America again and you look back to America and you go,
it's not that bad.
And someone in Huffington Post is really spending their time well. Apparently the subheading to this is called "The Girl's Mother is Red-Faced Over the Decision." Well done, you. Well done.
Here's another one for you. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a video of a blind kid getting bullied.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right? And the fella, some lad out of nowhere comes in and they... Out of nowhere. And defends this lad. Did you know he's been suspended from his school for defending him, as well as kicked off the football team?
Yeah.
So what are you saying about them? What is that school?
I know. America's going.
A kid defends another kid from being bullied, and he gets kicked off the football team. How's that wrong? I think that's fuck. I would have kicked a little cunt's head in, never mind his mate as well.
But.
Don't butt me. No, it's fucking wrong.
I don't want to bum you.
No, I said don't butt me. No, it pisses.
That sounds wrong.
No, it pisses me off. Right.
Mikey.
When the Americans do fucking justice, because they can't do shit.
Mikey. One word. Americans. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Fucking annoying.
And don't worry, this is why it's called Read American News. I've still got one more story to go.
But it annoys me, the fact, right, that, say if you did it in the, we'll say that it's the same here. Some kid's getting bullied and you kick off on that kid and kick his head in because he's kicking his head in. You're the one that gets bullied and he gets fucking away with it. It's not fair. I'm not being funny. You see in the video that kid's like fucking smashing the blind kid's face and he can't defend himself. And then he gets to say it and he goes, "What's your problem?" You're kicking the fucking kid's head in.
I know Mikey's being, and I agree 100%. I agree 100% with your point here. But the thing is,
you know what?
If I have to go to the States,
I'm going to demand a $400,000 job a month. Shut up.
Because I want to just make a really key point here for you.
I'm fucking hating America each month. Each week after this podcast, I fucking hate it even more.
Shut up. Right.
Hated them.
Can I make a key point? There's a job opening for UN peace envoy, and I'm just gonna put you down. Just so you know, just so you can have a go at Americans. But I'm gonna talk about one last thing to do with Americans, and it's in Florida. And a man
convenience
is suspected of breaking into a bar to steal alcohol. Now you're probably wondering, what's so big deal about that? Well, apparently, oh God. Just the picture of the man says it all. Robert Predmore was found unconscious and smelled of alcohol and feces. The man has took a dump whilst trying to steal alcohol from a bar. And apparently, this is not the first time he's done it. They did a DNA match on 2 other crime scenes and found that they were his feces. They've now been calling him the crack burglar. I'm not going to say what they've really been calling him because it's not a very nice word. But he was later booked on charges of burglary, criminal mischief, possession of marijuana, and remains in the Collier County Jail on a $12,000 bond. I just think it's bloody... I mean, you know when America messes up, and then you find out there's a burglar who's been crapping himself just, because he can while he's having... It shows you just how messed up America is, because it's funny as hell and it means us Brits can take the mick out of you, and some twat called the S-Team can have a go at you for having a dump on the floor. Isn't it funny, Mike? Isn't it good that we're not like that?
Oh, it's fucking amazing, mate. You know what I mean? These lads from the S team, fucking, they've got nothing else to really talk about. You can tell. Do you know what I mean?
I deliberately avoided Labour politics just to talk about other stuff today. As much as we are supporters of the Labour Party,
I don't want.
We're not well. Well, you're well. No, I'm very passionate, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm trying to load up now the upcoming PlayStation games for 2015 in October. And as it loads, we're going to slide our way into gaming news. Do you want to hear what's coming out next month?
WRC on the 16th.
Well, let me get to it, Mike. On the 2nd of October, we've got a Return of a Legend, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. There's a game called Darksiders coming out on the 6th. Farming Simulator 16 comes out on the 6th. Mikey will be pre-ordering that on tomorrow.
See what's funny, right? Do you remember when GTA 5 come out, right?
Yeah.
Farming Simulator came out the same day.
Yeah.
And Rob Byrne, who's one of the comedians that usually goes on Mock of the Week, actually pre-ordered Farming Simulator.
What can you do? You can plough.
What else can you do? You can buy a digger. And he said he went in the queue his local game shop because it came out the same day.
Yeah.
A lot of people queued up to get GTA. Harry, can I
have
you?
Farming Simulator 13, please.
Yeah. And he gave the receipt in, and they just looked at him. They're like, okay.
It would be a little bit, wouldn't it? If someone's queued up, it's a massive queue, and then someone goes and buys a different game in general. It'd be like, you're not here for GTA? No. You're not here for FIFA? No.
Not
you doing it?
Not here for COD? No. Battlefield?
No.
Might do, but no.
Coming out also on the 6th, which I will be looking forward to very much, Metal Gear Online. That's when it gets launched. Metal Gear Online, that comes out in 9 days. Transformers have also got a game coming out, if you'd asked.
Matty.
Also, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, that comes out on the 7th in Europe. Battlefront beta for Star Wars, if you want to play it. I might play the beta, see what it's like. That comes out on the 8th to the 12th, so it'll be in there. That's for Mikey Keating. Minecraft Story Mode Episode 1 comes out on the 13th. A lot of stuff coming out. WRC 5 obviously in October in most of Europe. It's the 16th. If you're in France, Belgium or Germany, it's the 9th. Quite simply because you play the games more, so Killerton are rewarding those people.
What? Fuck off!
The thing is,
fucking French cunts.
No,
it's the Yanks and the French that always get shit before us.
We got Captain America and Avengers before everyone else.
Tough shit.
The thing is, WRC 5, WRC games don't really sell well here, so I can understand that decision. Plus, the Americans get it after us, so I'm not arsed.
I see that as an upside, yeah, alright.
To be fair, the French, the Belgians and the Germans are arguably the best WRC players out there. Obviously, there's a young chap from Birkenhead by the name of, let's not name him, Milo, who's pretty very good at WRC games.
You know, do you know what I mean? Like, I've heard he's got quite an interesting talent.
Can I just make a very key point about WRC?
Can you just let me finish?
Actually, I'm going to talk about WRC in a bit, so I'll come back to my point, but you were going to say...
I've heard this Milo, did you say?
Yeah, Milo.
He's quite talented with the F1 community as well. Like, I've heard he's,
he's a bit edgy.
Yeah, he's
a bit of left field.
Yeah, but
he's a bit of everything. He's a bit of the best player ever.
He's a bit of a Nico Rosberg, but also a really good bit of a Lewis Hamilton, sort of.
Don't you ever compare me to those twats. I am no.
I mean, never compare him to that.
I'm going to talk about WRC in a bit anyway, so we'll come back to it. If you like your music, Guitar Hero Live comes out on the 20th.
That went shit ages ago.
That went crap, but then it disappeared. It's come back, and it's supposed to be getting really good reviews at the minute. So we'll keep an eye on that. Just Dance for all the families out there.
So I'll be testing that for the estimate.
Life is Strange episode 5 is coming out. I really like the look of those games.
What?
Life is Strange is sort of like a story mode game. Have you heard the game Everybody's Gone to the Rapture?
No.
I can't really explain it, but it's an episode based game. It's really,
shows
really,
like
and obviously the big game coming out in October 23rd. Ding dong dong dong! Assassin's Creed Syndicate on the 23rd. You get to climb the Elizabeth Tower. Not Big Ben, you fucking idiots. That's the clock tower. Big Ben is the clock tower. Elizabeth Tower is, well, it kind of says it all really. It's the tower that surrounds Big Ben. But that's pretty much it for the games that are coming out. We've got loads of games coming out in October. Mikey's confused.
I'm not
I am right.
I'm not confused. It's just the fact, like, you were in your own little world and it's not Big Ben, it's a little tower.
But it is the one. It is. Do you know what it's like when people from overseas come over and they come into
Big Ben's
and they call it Big Ben. It's like it's the Elizabeth. Even Brits do it. They go, yeah, they're climbing Big. We got to climb Big Ben. I'm like, you're climbing Elizabeth Tower. You can climb Big Ben, but to get to Big Ben, you need the. I want to talk a little bit about Assassin's Creed. Perfect. If you want the DLC, which I think I'll be getting, you will be getting Jack the Ripper. You'll be going after him. Apparently, Jack the Ripper is set 20 years after the events of the main game. It will also come as part of the season pass. Can't really give you too much about the season pass because there's not much out there. I know there's some other missions in there, such as the Dickens Conspiracy. If you get like the plus edition,
I think the Edison thing's in there as well.
The Edison one, yeah, I think.
Like, I think you meet Nikola Tesla. That's rumours saying Tesla. That he's part of it. Yeah.
I think I'm right in saying that Nikola Tesla is an assassin, and if I remember from Brotherhood, Tesla is an assassin and Edison is a Templar. I think.
Yeah, no, it's actually been released as one of the villains. That is Edison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
He runs all the manufacturing and.
We've got all that stuff talked about. Assassin's Creed, obviously. Loads of other stuff coming out. We'll no doubt find out more stuff the closer we get to the release date. We are only less than a month away from Assassin's Creed, so I'll be climbing the Elizabeth Tower. I'll be made up. I'll be playing as Evie, as most people know by now. That'll be the main character I play as, because not only is she a proper assassin who's looking for the piece of Eden, and is she sort of built in that same way, she's also badass at taking people down. Obviously, Jacob has the world famous line of Assassin's Creed in that trailer, and if there's trouble, I'll bring the lads, don't worry. Jack's getting a cheeky Nando's in. You legs, Jacob!
Never do that again, please. Like, Lindsay, never go. Don't worry, lads. Jack's gonna get the Nando's.
But we also need to talk about a game.
And you wonder why I have never had a girlfriend. Because some of the things you come up with sometimes, in which I'll be like, oh, this is my best mate, Jack. Yes, and Jack is going to get the Nando's.
And just be strolling off, just like,
and she's like, I'll see you later. I'm like, nice seeing you again. Yeah, been off her again then.
There's a game that came out this week, arguably the biggest game release of the month after Metal Gear. Actually, no, it's probably a little bit bigger than Metal Gear. It's hard to say, but FIFA 16 came out this week, folks.
And what did we do wrong, Will?
We got the date wrong.
Right, here you go, chaps and chapesses. This is the story. Right.
Goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye. Chapesses now.
Right. Thursday night.
Wednesday night.
Let's set the scene. Wednesday night. The S team all sitting there. FIFA
15.
clubs. Was it?
Plo clubs.
Pro clubs.
Plo clubs.
As young Morris calls it, right? We're all sorted for Friday, lads.
Thursday night. That's what we were saying.
No, Thursday night.
Thursday night, Friday morning, yeah.
I'm off Friday, mate. Get us set up and do this, do that. Man's like, well, I've got the day off work. It's going to fucking plan. Right, lads, we're off to bed. See you in the morning.
And then
Next morning.
Let me tell you what happened from my point, because I discovered this.
No, but let me come from my point first, and then I'll let you.
No, because it needs to be chronological, and then I can.
But this is chronological.
Thursday morning, 8 o'clock. I'm up, and I'm like, Yeah, okay, Mum, see you in a bit. I'm just, I'm just on my Kindle, just having a look through stuff. I see my mate Brendan, FIFA 16. And then I'm like, well, obviously he knows it's coming out tonight. And then I, as I do when people put something that I'm interested in, I look at the comments. And someone goes, one of his friends go, yeah, I picked it up last night. Scroll through some other stuff. Okay, that's a bit weird. I just check the game app. And this is and I quote, what happened to me when I found out. FIFA 16 pre-orders, that's that one, yep. FIFA 16 release. Shit!
Into which point, let me just go 5 minutes afterwards. I'm going to work, as usual, quite late.
Quite simply because of a car crash that happened at the bottom of my road.
And as I'm on the way to work, I get an interested text message. And I quote, lads.
From me.
From Milo. FIFA's already out.
To which Matty replied, that's dumb, even for us.
Into which I replied,
after planning
I thought he was shitting me, so I'm like, nah, it can't be. So I go on to my own pre-orders on my phone. I'm thinking, something's not right here. And I went on FIFA and it's released already. Is like,
and we planned a midnight release and we missed it by a day. Do you know what the good thing is? Though? It's a good job I caught it at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I don't know if you two would have done, and we could have all ended up going to the bloody midnight release, stood out there at 12 going, why's the door open?
Where the fuck is everybody?
So it's a good job I caught it in the end.
But what makes me laugh is how Morris came to the rescue. He's like, I need to go get my game later, but I don't want to go on my own. Do you want me to pick you up after work? Yes!
Well, I at this point...
It took us 10 minutes to get from work, back home, pharmacy, get back in the car, get all the way that I get this. He turns around to me as we're going, like, oh, by the way, a picture of Crush'em up. And there's like a Crush'em sitting there in the car door. I was like, yes.
I was already, at this point in time, people, already on FIFA. I mean, I'd picked it up at about 9:20 and got home and then spent most of the day talking to my mum about the crash that had happened at the end of the road.
To which you got my text.
Which
a lovely phone call off myself. Like,
I got a text off you. I got a text off you going, oh, I don't know where it is. And then as soon as I walked down the bottom, I was like, oh, okay.
No, because I text you saying, has there been a crash by yours?
Yeah.
And I heard not enough yet, and all I heard was, oh.
Yeah.
There's been a crash.
I'm going to just quickly talk about some of the stuff that FIFA 16 is fixed. Only in a few days. We're not getting to a review just yet. That'll be next week. It's not.
Mill fixed it. That's cutting it quite clean there, mate.
Well, okay. It's fixed the cutscenes. They're pretty much gone. Can't deny that. Cutscenes are pretty much gone. Pace isn't everything. I'm loving the fact that the pace has been taken out of the game. The passing's bloody tricky, which I'm really, really enjoying. Obviously not on Pro Clubs with you two. Through balls over the top of people, they've been sort of cut out, except I can still do a mean pass when it needs to be done. Mikey can do a mean shot that goes somewhere over
How
there.
the hell did I score that goal?
Well, because the keeper was off his line.
No. I understand FIFA 15 because I had to redefine it over months.
Let me just.
But I was playing this for 2 hours, and I scored more goals than Matty scores the stuffiest header ever.
The thing is, he scored, and I'm back to full form. It's took me a couple of days, but I'm getting used to it now. Goalkeepers work now. Really started. Been pulling off some cracking saves.
Oh, fucking defending.
Well, at first we were terrible.
Well, there was 3 of them and the keeper, and they started passing to each other.
Well, it's pretty good to see that the AI have got a brain now. Admittedly, our team is only 1 star, so they're gonna make mistakes.
Ultimate Team, there's another one I want to talk about.
Ultimate Team's been spot on for me.
No, I've had people with like 100 chemistry, and 85, and
but do you know who that is, don't you?
People who are buying
virgins who've got money off mum and dad, or people who aren't versions who've got money off mum and dad. We have to play those teenagers.
I'll put it this way, I actually beat someone who had an 80-star team.
But, you know, it's nice to see that, you know, some areas of the game have improved. You know, it's got a nice interface. The career mode interface works, which was a big thing for me.
I haven't played it yet, so I can't really.
I'm made up, you know, you've got pre-season tournaments. I've already won one as the
mighty
Dagenham in Redbridge. I'm already in the final of the Women's Cup, which is great.
Game.
I've loved playing as the women's teams. I've really enjoyed it.
Interesting.
But so far so good for FIFA. I've been enjoying it. Admittedly, it's frustrating playing against people who've got those type of teams, but you can't blame FIFA for that. But what can you do? You're always going to come up against them. I'm going to move it on to another game. It's a racing game.
Oh, fuck off! Not that racing game.
It's Project Cars.
Oh no.
Project Cars, if no one knew, had an update.
That's why my fucking PlayStation was dead slow the other day.
Had an update. You know, it's brought in just loads of stuff. You know, it's sort of scaled the mandatory pit stops now in career mode. Loads of HUD displays and stuff. Little changes. I'm not going to go through them because I can't really explain them all. But I've really noticed the improvements in Project Cars over the last 2 months. We've also got a DLC coming very, very soon. Some people are predicting this week. And it involves a brand new track, which is supposed to be known as a playground, a banked sort of track as well. But it's the cars that they're bringing in.
So it's the unicorn.
No.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they are linking in, and it's a specially themed Aston Martin DLC pack. We don't know what they've got in it. But Aston Martin seem to be the very key focal point, so I'm assuming...
The DB5.
I wasn't going to say the DB5, but if they did have the DB5... Oh, hello! I'm Bond!
Everyone else is staying up in like escorts and like Capris, and there's me, you and my... No.
I'm not even going to try and race. I'm just going to look badass.
There's like in second gear, go around the corner at Silverstone, like... carry on. They're all driving around the near paper.
yeah, I'll be driving around in the DB5.
DB10.
I don't know exactly what cars are going to be coming. I'm assuming
probably like the Zagato and.
I'm thinking the Le Mans DBR9 that they had a couple of years ago. I think that'll be one of them.
What, the 007 car?
The DBR9, the racing.
Yeah, that was the number. 007.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Need for Speed. We've got loads of time. Talk about visual customization stuff that you can do. You can
own cars you've confirmed as well.
I'm going to get to that actually.
Okay.
You can choose your wheels, which means that you can have the ability to choose your brake calipers, brake discs. You can change different colours. You can increase the size of the wheels. The range is from 14 to 22 inch.
You can have BBSs on the front right, on the front left. You can have like
Brandos.
American racing. You can have, like all these different.
That's just the wheels alone.
No, that's what I'm saying.
On the front, you can modify the ride height, the rake and camber. Your bonnet can be changed. Bumpers, headlights can be swapped out along with splitters and fenders.
To those who don't know what fenders are, they're arches.
Yeah. You can change the wing mirrors. The flipping. Loads of stuff on the rear, obviously spoilers, the huge wings, stuff like that. I think I'm assuming so. You can swap out the trunk as well. So
that's the boot,
which is basically
British.
Yeah, from the article. I just read trunk.
I fucking hate that. In the trunk.
And you can change the sound system. You can change the fenders, the exhaust. Which apparently alters the sound of the car as well. So that's an interesting one. You can change your diffuser, your rear tail lights, and you can personalise your license plate. You can have loads of body kits and stuff. There's loads of other customisation stuff that you can do, but this is just the visual ones I'm talking about. What are you laughing your tits at?
You said you can personalise it, can't you? We all know what Matty's reg is going to be, don't we? The 69.
The 69, yeah.
No, it'll be like the space. No, TH3 space 69ER2.
The 69er, yeah. Some more cars additionally announced for Need for Speed as well.
The R34 GTR has been confirmed.
Let me get to it, you utter spanner.
I've been waiting for this game for fucking 3.5 years.
Months.
Years.
Nothing's happened. Let's not forget Rivals came out a year and a half ago.
Yeah. And was there any game? When was the last one before that?
A year before that.
What was?
I can't remember what that was before
Shift
that.
2.
No, there was something in between. It was Hot Pursuit.
No, but that I'm not. No, Hot Pursuit was.
They don't right at the minute. There's 26 cars. These are the new 9 ones. New 9 cars that are coming in. There are a load more cars to be confirmed. The Dodge SRT Viper, the Mercedes AMG GT, the Porsche 911 Carrera S, the Nissan 240 ZG, my particular favourite Z car, Lotus 6G S, Nissan GTR, Lamborghini Aventador LP700-4, which is assuming the posh types.
Yeah.
Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Yes. But this next car is the car that's gonna piss him off so much, because you've been sat there going on about, oh, I've got Honda VTEC, oh, give it. Well,
don't you dare say MX-5.
In your little S2000, I've got my MX-5.
Oh,
ding, 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 ding.
No, this can't be happening. No. Why did you get an MX-5?
Why did you get an S2000?
Why not?
Well, there you go.
Why not?
Up. There's my logic. Alright, then you want to use that logic? I'll use my logic. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Do you know what? Here's a bet for you. We'll have a race when we get the S2000 and the MX-5 stock. We'll race.
Well, it's obvious the S2000's going to win, duh.
We'll modify them.
This MX-5...
No, we'll modify them.
Listen to me, you frickin' mushroom. The MX-5 is from 1996. The original cult classic. Whereas your one is, what, the later one, I think? 2002? 2003?
No, later one's 2005, 2006.
It's still later.
So it'll be 2000. No, but we'll modify them. We'll see what happens.
I'm really looking forward to that. WRC5 is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Obviously coming in to anyone who lives in Blighty on the October the 16th. A game that I've been looking forward to since January the 23rd when it was announced. Probably the second most game I've ever looked forward to after Project Cars. I was looking at someone showing off the main menu details, loving the look of it, nice and simple. It's got the official WRC colours of white, black and green, so spot on. That's the way it should be. That's the way F1 should be as well, but it's not. WRC has got all the cars from the official top class, WRC 2 and WRC 3, including cars that have only featured like once or twice in rallies so far this season, so nice to see that they've kept that tradition up like they did with the old milestone games.
Will they include the Toyota, do you reckon? That's being tested.
Don't know. Previous WRC games have included the Test Polo, so...
No, I'm just saying, cause
and the Test Hyundai, so it's a possibility.
About 2 weeks ago, you started testing the Toyota...
I don't know.
Argo, was it?
No, the Yaris.
Yaris, that's
they might do. They might do. I don't
know.
I
think a wicked little car, but...
I don't know yet. But WRC5, it's got 5 stages per rally. Interesting to see it take a change away from the 6 that you usually do. I'm hoping to some degree that they do a reverse stages as well. I mean, I'm a type of person who wants more stages from a game. That's just me. The traditional 6 of them in fine, but 5, we'll see what happens. I suppose for people like you and Matty, who've never played never owned WRC before.
I've played it.
It's going to be a new adventure for you. Matty said he found WRC 4 hard. I found WRC 4 a piece. But there's loads of different customization settings to do with the car, which has gone into a level of detail. I can't exactly explain it to you, but from the menus that I've seen, I'm loving the look of real detail. Okay. Nice to see that. There is a career mode. No idea what that's going to be like yet. What I have heard though is that if you sign for particular teams, they've got their own agenda. So if you sign for sort of like a privateer team, one team might want you to drive the car carefully, just get it down to the finish, where the other one might want you to go, just drive flat out, I don't care if you crash the car, just win. So nice to see that. That hasn't happened in WRC.
So you've got basically a different sort of mentality of
yeah.
How you drive. So
for me,
with me, I don't give a shit. It's when I will throw that car left, right, side.
WRC
backwards,
games are the rallying games are the only games in history where I can actually drive the way I like driving. I can't drive like that in any other game, but WRC games let me drive completely flat out. I go into a zone where I just don't care about. I don't hear anything else but the car, and it's going to be interesting trying to drive like to that standard. Hello. But I'm really looking forward to WRC 5. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be brilliant. What's the date today? The 27th. We've got 19 days till the game comes out. I'm really hoping for a demo announcement soon, just so I can play it.
Taken King, what do you think?
Taken King I've only had for a few days, so I can't review it yet.
I think it's great.
I think we need to review that next week.
I think we should go on it later.
I might do. I don't know. I've got Metal Gear now, so it's going to be hard to yank me off that.
Matty wants to do it, so by the way.
I might do in a bit. I don't know. But that's it for this week's podcast. Nice to be back.
Yeah, when was the last one we did?
A month ago. It wasn't this calendar month, put it that way, when the last one we did. We will be back more regularly now.
It's just at the moment, obviously.
It's
my move.
He's moving a house, and everything's fine on my end now, so...
It's all of a sudden it's my end now.
It's your end. Obviously, we've got Matty. He'll be fine, so we can get him in. If you can't come, we can get him in.
Oh, God save us all.
But that's been it for this week. It's a bye from Mike.
Goodbye is a goodbye from Mr. Mulligan.
Yeah, it's a bye from me. We've been the S Team.